and welcome to another exciting, vindicative edition of the Springboard Hangout. The Springboard Hangout, as you know, is your program where we have fun and learn issues that are relevant to us. My name is Comfort Okran. On today's Hangout, we are discussing a very important topic, and we're starting our brand new series on adding value to yourself. We're going to look at how we can add value to our social lives, to our mental health, to our financial, and everything in between. Today we start with a very, very important value addition proposition. We're talking about financial independence, adding value to yourself financially. And we're saying if it really works or it is a reserve of some few people who maybe had the right workplace or the right connection or something. With us to discuss this is Mr. Paul Kofi Mante, the Managing Director of EDC Investments. Because, hey, when we want to talk about money, you got to bring the right people in. So we'll be going for a quick break. When we come back, Paul is on with all the right ideas to help us become financially independent if we are not already. Don't go anywhere. Call a friend to be part of this important discussion. We will be right back.
Are you there for me? I cannot tell it all. Your blessings and your grace favor everywhere I go. Before I call on you, you are there to answer me. Your love for me is real. You've done what no one else can do. Abagine mere mama, abagine bully melu. Makadisha love and abaka me see daddy oh. Abagine mere mama, abagine bully melu. Makadisha love and abaka me see daddy oh. I'm grateful, daddy I'm grateful, daddy I'm grateful. I need you a salute oh. I'm grateful, daddy I'm grateful, daddy I'm grateful. I need you a salute oh. Eba mi rababa, 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 eba mi rababa. Shana, you way to give me good loving every morning. Your message the pouring. I done searched round the whole world. There's no one else like you, only you. Opagine bere mama, opagine bully melu. Makatis your love in the back and they see daddy yo. Opagine bere mama, opagine bully melu. Makatis your love in the back and they see daddy yo. I'm grateful, daddy I'm grateful, daddy I'm grateful. I need you a salute oh. I'm grateful, daddy I'm grateful, daddy I'm grateful. I need you a salute.
Welcome back. You know, everything you do in life is a result of a choice you may have made. These choices have an influence on you. Mr. Paul Kofi Mante.
Yes.
Managing Director, EDC Investments Ghana. Is it important to have this series where we deliberately are looking at how we can add value to ourselves in different aspects of life so that our lives will be meaningful at a particular point in time. How important is the series that we are talking about?
I think that it's very important because life is full of choices. You make a choice and there are consequences for the choice. It may be positive or negative. So if you don't make the right choice, you are likely to have the wrong results as a consequences. If you make the right choices, a typical example is if you are in school and you decide to have all the fun and not prepare for your examination. It's when you sit in the examination room that you find your smoothness level.
I tell you.
Whilst other people are asking for more papers, you are there sweating. You are not sure how, but it's because you didn't make the right choice. The same applies to relationship, with our marriages, with our children, with our finances. If you don't make the right choices about finances, people work hard. We've seen people who made money at a point in time, who had all the flashy cars, they traveled business class, they did all kinds of things, but they didn't understand the concept of their money working for them and making a choice that I will let my money work for me. And then it gets to a point some of these guys struggle to even pay for Uber. So the issue of choice is cut across, not only for finances, for almost every area of our lives. But I have an interest in money.
Your interest is money, money, money. So then, what is financial independence, Paul?
So financial independence basically is that concept. Or let me backtrack a bit. Okay. So you see, traditionally this has been the thinking. Go to school, get a good degree, you find a good job with some secure benefits. You work till you are 60, you get a good pension, you go and rest. This thinking belongs to the old school.
Old school, we say like, Charlie, the times have moved on.
2022 and beyond, this is not the thinking. Go to school definitely, but you got to understand money, and everybody need to be deliberate about planning to become financially independent. What does financial independence then means? It simply means you get to a stage in life where you can sustain your desired lifestyle without salary. Or desired lifestyle without salary.
Without salary.
Yeah. So desired lifestyle without salary. It does not mean that when you are financially independent, you don't have to work.
Okay.
It means you don't need to work.
You don't need to work.
You work
it's
because
not a
you want
necessity.
to. No.
It's you work
because you want to work. I have somebody I've been helping over the years. I've known him the past maybe more than 10 years.
Okay.
The past 10 years plus that I've known him, he's been a volunteer to his church. He's not on salary because he's financially independent. So it does not mean you don't have to work, but it means you do what you want to do. That may not be financially rewarding, but that will be very fulfilling. So let's break it down. So for example, if you needed 10,000 cedis every month for your desired lifestyle, what it means is that you will need about 120,000 a year. That is 10,000 multiplied by 12 months, right? If you have investment of $1 million Ghana, I've been on a campaign where I talk about Operation 1 million.
Yeah.
Every Ghanaian can make 1 million. So if you have $1 million in investment and you can get an average interest rate of 18%, today Treasury bill rates are in the 24-25%. But if you even use 18% on your 1 million, that will give you about 180K a year. If you divided that by 12, that is going to give you about 15K every month. So you need 10,000 a month. Your investment is giving you 15K a month. At this point, you work because you want to work. If you don't work, you will live the life you want to live. One of the mistakes I see from a number of people who engage me when you want to do planning for them to become financially independent, the guy is on a salary of 2,000 cedis a month.
Yeah.
If you ask for the desired lifestyle, they say 20,000 a month. So then there is a direct disconnect between their current lifestyle and what they are desiring. But for me, it doesn't matter the level of income. Because one person may need 2,000 cedis a month for their desired lifestyle. Another person, 50K a month is not enough for their desired lifestyle. So you need to be clear what your desired lifestyle is, and then you work towards that,
So so that means that there's no excuse for those who do not have a lot that they are earning.
Yeah.
But they are still clear that they want to be financially independent.
Yeah.
In the sense that you can live the way you want to live.
Yeah.
Charlie, because me, for instance, if I can't have my gobe when I retire, it will be serious. Because I have to be able to afford that.
Yeah.
So I need to be financially independent before, okay, so let's continue, Paul.
Yeah.
So here we are, we understand what financial independence is, which is that you are able to live your desired lifestyle without needing to work.
Yeah.
Right. But let me find out.
Yeah.
And I think it's key for, at least for me, I don't know about you. You can confirm or otherwise. Is it possible? Can it be realized?
Yeah.
Or it be something where they talk, to just...
We just know they talk.
You just know they talk. Okay, so show me with real, how realistic, how possible it is.
It is very possible.
Okay.
It's possible, but it would not happen overnight.
It is possible.
Yes.
But it's not tomorrow.
It's not tomorrow. Yes,
Friday.
exactly. The financial independence journey is not a sprint.
Okay.
It's a marathon.
It's a marathon.
Yes. And I say that anybody who pays attention to the conversation we're having this evening, if you give yourself minimum 5 years, maximum 25 years, everybody can become financially independent. It all starts in the mind.
It all starts in the mind.
My favorite scripture in the Bible is Ephesians 3:20. Now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly.
I like that word.
Above all that we imagine or ask. Imagine or ask. But it doesn't end there. According to the power that is at work within us. If we can imagine it, it is possible. The law of first creation states that everything is created twice. First mentally and second physically. Without the first creation, you cannot have the second creation. Financial independence is created twice. First mentally, and then you start working towards becoming financially independent. I have too many people. Maybe let me just give one example and we can proceed. There is a man I met in 2008. Around the high street. I met him in his office. We discussed financial independence, financial planning. I did a few future value calculations here and there. We agreed on a plan. And he was very disciplined with the plan. So I met him once or twice every year to review the progress. Somewhere 2018 or 2019, he retired.
Fantastic.
So he called me to come home for a conversation. So I drive to his place. And he had just one simple question. Check for me. My money that you have been investing over the years. How much interest am I making every month? I check he's making 60K a month. So I say 60,000. He said, very good. Then from this very month we are having this conversation. Pay 30,000 into my account every month.
Fantastic.
And I asked 30,000 for what? He said for shopping.
For enjoyment.
For shopping. He said, my retirement plan is to spend 1,000 a day. So the 30,000 is for 30 days. The last time I checked, 2018, I was managing him directly. And I handed him over to someone else. The last time I checked, he was taking 45K a month.
Now he has increased.
Yes. And it's half of his interest. And there are a number of people like this. Just that it didn't happen overnight. So anybody who is deliberate.
From your calculation, that was 10 years.
Yes.
10 years of a consistent, independent, well-disciplined financial.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not a dream. It is possible.
Yeah, very possible.
What will make this happen? Because you talked about it
Yeah.
first being created in the mind.
Yeah.
And then in reality.
Yeah.
So will something like financial literacy help?
Yeah.
What will make this dream become a possibility in the life of every single person listening tonight?
We need to be deliberate about money.
We need to be what?
Deliberate.
I want you to repeat.
Deliberate. We have time for all other things. We don't have time for our finances. There are people watching us right now who have investment. They have not even followed up on the statement. We have time for the funerals. We have time for the weddings. We have time for all other things. We don't have time for our finances. How many of us have sat down to ask ourselves questions? Where do I find myself today? Where do I want to be the next 10 years, the next 20 years? What is the plan to help me get there? The year 2006, I sat down with my wife, Linda. Said, look, let's do some evaluation, some appraisal. Let's look at all our assets. Let's look at all our liabilities. Assuming we wanted to pay off all our liabilities, what would be left of us? We checked, and the liabilities were higher than the assets.
Forgive.
You see, but until we sat down to go through that
You thought
exercise,
life was cool.
we thought life was cool. Until we sat down, we said, wow. So if we sold everything we had, still we can't pay for the loans we had taken at that time. So from 2006, we sat down, we came up with a plan, and we followed the plan. So you need to be deliberately, you need to take a decision that I want to become financially independent. Because you see, poverty and riches are both based on decisions.
Choices and decisions.
Choices and decisions. If you don't make the decision to become financially independent, financial challenges will be the default. We are very religious people. We thank God for prayer and fasting. But you can pray and fast and you will die of hunger.
Forgive. Are you serious? So it's a matter of not just knowing, but deliberately
it's a decision. You take a decision, and you must have your why. Why? You need to be clear on why you want to make money. You want to live a decent life.
Okay.
Money gives you the ability to do more things. And more things means more things. And it includes more things.
It includes chopping 1,000 a day without without going to ask anybody.
More things.
Why?
Money will give you access to better healthcare facilities. Money will even make marriage and relationship better.
Oh, Charlie.
I made this.
All the broke guys and ladies watching this, I beg you, become financially independent. Yes, you met someone.
I made this statement somewhere. I was in a corporate seminar. I said, money will make your relationship better. A lady lifted her hand. I thought she was going to ask a question. She said, Mr. Mante, even romance without money is equal to annoyance.
Romance equals annoyance.
Romance without money is annoyance. Our wives don't eat, I love you.
Love does not pay the bills.
No.
I think it's Prophet Dai who says that. He says that love doesn't pay the bills.
I love you, Sakura, I love you. I love you with nothing.
Right. So Paul, so now let's once we've established how important it is, the benefits, can we start on this road to financial independence? What does it take? Where is our starting point? What are the major landmarks that we should have in our path? And where should our endpoints be? Let's help. Let's even say for today our discussion, our endpoint will be our million cedis. So let's start. Where do we begin from?
So one, we need to be clear where we find ourselves. If you don't know where you are, we can't help you.
Oh, okay.
So you need to go to Kumasi. You want us to give you direction to Kumasi, but you have to tell us where you are. Because if you are in Ho, the route you may need will not be the same as being in Cape Coast or being in Accra. So it's important to be clear where you find yourself now. And I would recommend a simple exercise of trying to compute your current net worth. look at your assets, look at your liabilities, and simply knock the liabilities off the assets. So you have some clarity on where you find yourself here. Once you are clear where you find yourself today, then you need to be clear where you want to find yourself, and it's very subjective. You need to decide whether you're looking at 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 2 years, 20 years, that I am here now. By another 10 years, I want to make my first million Ghana cedis. I want to make my first $1 million. I want to make 10 million Ghana cedis. Once you are clear where you want to find yourself, then you need to ask yourself, how do I get there? What do I need to do to be able to get there? And you do that through the concept of building up little by little and using the power of compounding. Little by little, and the power of compounding. One of the favorite books I will never forget is a book written by Brian Tracy entitled Laws of Business Success.
Laws of Business Success.
In that book, he makes a quotation. He said, John D. Rockefeller started working as a clerk, earning $3.75 per week. From this amount, he gave half to his church and saved 50 cents. But it wasn't much, but it was a beginning. By the time he was 50, he was perhaps the richest man in the world.
Yeah.
You build it up little by little. You are deliberate. And the way the power of compounding works is when you make the interest and you don't take the interest. Now the interest also makes interest, whilst your principal is making interest. And with more time, all the interest makes interest. So the interest makes interest, the principal makes interest, all the new interest makes interest, and the interest on interest makes interest, and the interest on the interest makes interest, and the interest on the interest on the interest makes interest. Whilst all the old interest is making interest, and before you realize, you have hit the million. I mean, I talked about Operation 1 million Ghana cedis the first time, the year 2016, in a church at Kwashiman. A number of young people came to the office that, look, as a group, we want to embark on this campaign. 2016, 1 or 2 have crossed the million already. Some are 700,000, somebody is at 300,000. But the point is that it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. Just take it one step at a time. You will get there.
Yeah.
So you got to build it up little by little by little, with a lot of self-discipline. With a lot of self-discipline. One of the things I would always talk about is learning to pay yourself every month.
Okay.
Learning to pay yourself. A lot of people work hard. They make money only to distribute the money. So they make money and they start rent, Ghana Water, ECG, Akituyano Wahi, Asa. Then they ask one important question: what is today's date?
without which there will be wahala.
There will be wahala. So once you get, see, one of the dangers in life is when you know you'll be paid at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Because when you are spending, you spend knowing that in the worst case, money will come in at the end of the month.
Yeah.
So once you know money will come in, there is some comfort. And the money comes in, and you go through the process again. Landlord, Ghana Water, this, that. Before you realize you've worked for 5 years, you've worked for 10 years. I've met people who have worked for 20 years, who don't have any savings, who don't have any investment, because the money comes and the money goes. They have become like...
They are in the what is called the rat race.
The rat race. I mean, they will keep going around.
The hamster wheel over and over again without a break. Guys, it is time for a break. The break where you say that indeed, it's time for me to start investing my money so that I can be able to become financially independent. We are reaching the million mark today by what we hear Paul say. Vivi Boatin is asking, where can I meet you?
I work with EcoBank. I'm in EcoBank head office. Okay.
So if you go to the EcoBank head office, Vivi, you can meet. So can you just say that you want to see Mr. Paul Mante, but you listen to him on the Springboard hangouts, and you will definitely meet him.
But do you know when you said, guys, you need to do the break now? You know what they are thinking.
What?
I know what they are thinking.
What are they thinking?
They are telling you. They are saying in their mind. He knows. He will laugh right now that the salary cry is not enough.
No, but so we'll go for a quick break. When we return, we'll look at how we can make the salary enough.
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Get me York's Rent a Car. I need a car in 15 minutes. Hi, I'm Jake Morris, and I travel globally. But when I'm in Ghana, York's Rent a Car is my reliable choice for safety and comfort on the road. York's Rent a Car provides comprehensive logistics services to mainly blue chip companies as well as individual clients.
At the time, we needed a car rental service, and York's fitted in very well per our standards.
Their services is top notch. Drivers are on time.
It was beautiful to see them behind the wheels, and anytime they pick up a guest, the guests were very, very happy.
Already? Excellent. York's Rent a Car provides services and expertise that include meet and greet services at the airport, car rental, driver personal outsourcing, and vehicle detailing. What's the problem? Rizio, I told you, York's Rent a Car delivers world-class service to its customers, having their highest safety and comfort in mind. So watch you. Go must open for him. York's Rent a Car runs 24/7 operations where customers can make car reservations and inquiries of our services online and also call out.
Welcome back. I mean, when we went on the recess, we had a whole debate in the studio. So Robert, our camera guy, was asking, how is it possible? How is it feasible? So Paul went on strike, and Paul said, I will do scenario modeling today right here in the studio for us to see how it is possible that somebody who earns as much as 1,200, because another question that came in here, that if this was a question from Mame in Takwa. He says that a practical financial plan for an average Ghanaian with a salary of 1,800 to become financially independent in 7 years. So, Charlie Paul, show your powers.
I will show my powers, don't worry. So first of all, we'll do the numbers with 1,800 cedis.
Okay.
But you see, the salary would never be enough.
The salary would never be enough.
Yes.
Please hear that. It will not be enough.
There is a law called the Parkinson Law. The Parkinson Law explains why most people retire poor, even after earning substantial income through their working years. The Parkinson Law states that no matter how much people earn, they will always adjust their lifestyle to match their salary. So as salary is increasing, people will just adjust lifestyle. And I tested this 2 years ago when I had a session with the church, and I asked, how many of you are not investing because your salaries are not enough? Let me see by hand, the entire church. So I did a follow-up question. How many of you believe that if your salary is doubled from today, now it will be enough? This was, I think, February or so in 2020, just before lockdown. The entire church, all the hands went up. So I called 10 people at random who believed that if their salaries were doubled, now it will be enough. I called 10 at random. Among the 10, I gave them pieces of paper. I asked each person to write their current salary for me. The lowest income earner among the 10 was earning 350 cedis a month. 350 cedis.
Okay.
A double of that is 700. For some reason, this person believes that when the salary gets to 700, it's a breakthrough.
Yeah.
Now I can invest. But within the 10 of them, there was one on a salary of 5K. One on 11,000, one on 20,000 a month.
Fantastic.
The guy earning 350 thinks it's not enough. The guy earning 20,000 thinks it's not enough because of lifestyle.
Yeah.
Our salary is increasing. So if you don't learn to pay yourself, and to answer the question, the 1,800, I will recommend the 10-20-70 principle. 10-20-70. You pay your tithe of 10% and pay yourself a minimum of 20%.
Pay yourself a minimum of 20%. So we have, let's round that
the 1,800
to 2,000.
Yeah.
So that means that you pay your tithe of 200 cedis.
Yes.
And then you pay yourself at least 400
cedis a month.
A month.
Yeah.
Okay. And
so,
then what do I do with the
70?
So
the maximum of 70 for all other things.
For all
landlord,
other things. That
electricity, they should share. It's their problem. They should sort themselves out.
Okay. So minimum 400 is coming
into investment.
What am I going to do with that 400?
Put it in investment.
I should put it in investment.
Yes.
The thing they say, your 2,000, you put 400 cedis in investment.
You will not die. Somebody earns less than you. They are not dead.
Okay.
I know we all want higher salaries, but somebody earns more than you.
And somebody who earns less than me, but they manage to live.
They are not dead.
Charlie, it be like our shoes has been taken away. That we are earning 1,800 or even 500 C's, and we think it's not enough. But Paul is telling us that it does not matter. It is more than enough for us to pay my tithe of 350 if I'm earning 300 cedis, pay my tithe of 30 cedis, pay myself another 60 cedis, and then live on the about 230 that I have. And somehow even manage with that.
Yes, you see, manage with that. I mean, there are months that some expenses we didn't plan for will come up. We don't die.
Okay.
We survive.
So let's continue.
So let's do the 2,000.
Yes, let's
with
do the
400.
Okay.
If we do the 2,000 with the 400, okay, let's assume that this person is 30 years. Invest this 400 cedis a month for 25 years. Okay. If I use 18%,
which is our average interest
compounded
rate.
Quarterly, within the 25 years, this person would have invested a total of 120,000. 400 cedis every month. Within the 25 years, 120,000. But that 120,000 would have grown to 2.1 million cedis.
Okay. It'd be like I didn't hear properly. So please, repeat and call.
So I am saying that if we use the 2,000 and assuming we are investing 400 cedis every month.
Yeah, we're investing 400 cedis every month.
Yes.
I earn 2,000 cedis.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. 400 cedis every month. If we invest 400 cedis every month, in a year, we're looking at 4,800, yes.
Okay.
4,800 cedis in a year. Now, if we invested this 400 cedis every month, for the next 25 years, we would have invested a total of 120,000 cedis. That is 400 cedis every month. 400 every month.
In how many years?
25 years.
In 25 years.
Yes.
Guys, I mean, you usually, sometimes people say that, I'm not breaking your thought, but usually people say that, how do I know I'll live that long? Guy, if you don't make that savings, you would live anyway. And what if you get there and you haven't done this? And you said at the end of the 25 years,
120,
interest rate of even 18%.
Yeah.
Let's reduce it to 15%.
If we reduce to even 15%, within 25 years, we'd have invested 120K, that would be 1.2 million. And don't tell me 25 years is far. We were in this country when President Kofi became the president, the year 2000.
We have 3 more years and we've reached the 25th year.
Exactly.
So if you have been working all this while and you had refused to invest at that time.
And one of the challenges with the analysis we just did is that we are holding the 400 cedis constant for 25 years. But we know with time, salaries will increase.
Yes.
And you can do more than the 400.
Yes.
So you end up making far more than the amount we're talking about here.
Charlie, if you are listening to me today and you are not a millionaire by 25 years because you don't decide that you will put aside some money, it is your choice.
Yeah.
As that advert said many years ago, very wise advert. Voila, oh, voila. Amen. And here ends our preaching for this period. So, Paul, I have here a question from one of the audience.
Please, fire on.
I should fire on. And Nami from La Wireless is saying that, how do I find a financial advisor? And are these experts not too expensive? You remember Viv asked that, where can I meet you? So, but Charlie, this is somebody else. Nami is saying that, are you not expensive?
To be honest with you, in my office, we don't charge money for this advice. It's free.
It's free?
Yeah, we don't charge money.
So if I come there and say, okay, this is what I earn, you will help me.
We will help you plan your future, yes. We'll help you plan. We'll help you plan, do proper financial planning. not just investment. Investing for retirement is just one leg. We do retirement planning, we do children's education planning, we do housing planning, we do planning for charity, we do planning for high life. Chopping some of the money.
Hey, for chops, chop my money. So, if that is the case, Paul, we have looked at how, we can do this kind of planning. We've realized that, we may have thought earlier, that if I don't have money, I can't approach you.
Yeah.
But you've just told me that not only can I approach you, I don't need to spend a dime because it's going to be free to enable me plan for different aspects of my life.
Yeah.
The way you said it implies that there are different things that I can invest towards. Can you explain a little bit about
Good point. Good question. Look, plan and invest towards anything you think is important to you. If you want to change your car every 2 years, the Lord be with you, but plan for it. There are 5 areas that I will always touch on.
Okay.
One is retirement plan.
Retirement planning.
Old age. If you don't plan your retirement, the last time I checked, all those on SNED pension who earn up to 1,000 cedis as their monthly pension, they were 53%.
That means the half of SNED pensioners get at most 1,000
cedis a month.
That means that all those below are far more than those who earn 1,000 plus.
Yeah. Those who earn up to 1,000 are 53%.
Up to 1,000. Sorry. So they are really more. They are even more than those who earn more than 1,000.
Yeah. And the stories are horrible. Like we are having this show, people follow up. A man came into my office who had retired, who had worked for 35 years. Got a lump sum of 10,500 cedis.
35 years.
Yes, monthly pension 350 cedis.
No. 35 cedis. The lump sum was 10,000 cedis.
10,500.
10,500.
Yeah.
When sometimes the money you pay to SNET is almost, depending on your area of how high you are, it could range from 300 cedis to about even 10,000 cedis.
Yeah. The thing is that your monthly, so there are 2 things. You have the lump sum and you have the monthly pension. The monthly pension is a function of your income or what you were earning. Yeah. So people work, they are on huge allowances, small pay.
Small basic.
So the contribution to SNET is small. Even though they are going home at the end of every month smiling, because they are making good money, but it's all allowances. And we need to understand these things when we are even doing our negotiations and all that. So you need to plan for retirement. Because if you don't plan for retirement, let me make an important statement. A lot of people will not be happy with me. But children are not a retirement plan.
Charlie? Why not? They all the money you invested into them, you can't get something out of it.
They are our responsibility.
Yeah, responsibility.
When we talk to children, we tell children that take care of your parents. The Bible says, honor your parents. It's the first commandment with a promise, so that you will live long. So take care of your parents. When we talk to parents, we say,
take care of yourself.
Don't use the children as a retirement plan.
Yes. Charlie, don't think that, Charlie, your children will be there for you. And most of you are young. Yeah. So this is the best time to start your journey to financial independence. So we talked about different types of investments. So
retirement is just one leg of it. If you plan well, you would also have a decent retirement. I have people who have been on retirement with us the last 15 years, living a comfortable. Let me give you one example. You can laugh over it. We proceed. One of my clients retired and came to the office with a wife. So I bring you here. They said, we are here to thank you. God bless you. They went on and on, but we are here also to make a request. What is the request? They said, we want to buy a dream car. They had retired. What do you want to buy? They said, we want to buy the Land Cruiser V8.
Damn.
So I released money. They bought the Land Cruiser V8. The color was black. So the man called me after the car had been delivered. Paul, I traveled with the car. And I said, did you like the car? We're speaking Chi, so let me use the local and translate. I said, when did you come home? Did you like the car? He said, Meba, car no friend or Joso. Paul, say your car.
And I walk.
We need to car, cause a rough. What's a drone? So there are levels of vehicles. You can be driving a metal you think is a car. You are driving something, it's not a car. So let's be deliberate about retirement and old age so you can have a decent retirement. Another area of planning is housing.
Housing. Okay.
Yeah, housing. The major challenge with the number of people when it comes to housing, and it's a challenge I had with Linda, is we confuse dream house with first house.
Okay.
So a number of young people are trying to build their first house and they want to build a 7-bedroom house. They want to build a 9-bedroom house. If you are the average worker, you start this house, you will never finish.
Yeah.
You will never finish. And you know the complication, as you are putting money in this house, you are still paying rent. By the time you are done with the house, all your children are gone. Because remember, once they go to secondary school, that is it.
Virtually, they are gone because they are going to maybe some tertiary institution and then they are off.
And that is it. So people make this mistake. They spend all their life building one house. And by the time they are done with the house, the children are gone already. I call it dream house. Let it remain in your dream.
So, if you don't build a dream house, we build a
first house,
one.
3-bedroom house. 3-bedroom. Today, how many children are we giving birth to? 2. I mean, we have 4, 5. I mean, people say, what is wrong with you? But whether 2 or 3 or 4, your children are either going to be boys or girls. The boys are in one room, the girls are in one room, the parents are in one room.
That's
Don't talk to me about guest room. Guess what?
What are they coming to do there?
People who live in chamber hall, they receive guests.
Yes, go fire away, fire.
So the living room is there. If you are guests, we'll put you in the living room. If you are an important guest, we move the children from one room. We give that room to you. But if you are not lucky, the next morning you hear a knock on the door. Say, Uncle, my school uniform is
trending.
Yeah, so when it comes to housing, please don't make this mistake. The house you live in is not an income generating asset.
No, it's not.
It doesn't put food on the table.
No, it
so a simple 3-bedroom house. Let's clear the housing. And of course, the housing you can also consider mortgage.
Hey, by the way, Isaac, I hope people are listening and go on.
Yeah, you can also consider mortgage. A mortgage is basically taking a loan to buy a house. And once you take a loan to buy a house, immediately you can move into that house and you pay the loan in bits. You service your mortgage every month. The major difference between servicing the mortgage and paying rent, anytime you pay rent, that money is gone for good. It will never come back again. But when you service your mortgage, as you service, you are owning that property until you have done the last payment. But when you are taking a mortgage, take a mortgage in the currency of your earning.
Not in some foreign currency, because that could be this thing.
Yeah.
I have this question for you, Paul.
Yeah.
So, what role does discipline play in financial independence?
If you are not disciplined, we can't embark on this journey. You build up and chop. You build up and chop. You need to be disciplined. So once you have planned for the various areas of your life, you need to make commitment. And all these guys I'm talking about, whether the person who bought a V8 or this guy who takes 45K a month, all these guys, there are a number of them. One thing is common among all of them: discipline. They are focused, they are disciplined, there is an aim in sight.
So they are keeping to it.
They work towards that end. They work towards that end with discipline. I mean, there are times some will call and say, Charlie, I don't have anything on me. I am tempted, but I will not yield to the temptation. I'm not touching this money.
So here you have somebody who is being disciplined, and then you have a big spender, party. party,
Yeah,
party
yeah.
after party.
Yeah.
And you are married.
Yeah. I'm sure my wife will be laughing.
How can you work together to achieve this financial independence goal?
You know, it's strange, eh? Based on my own observation, when you look at couples, marriage couples, a number of them, you will see the disconnect.
Okay.
Where one is very disciplined and the other one
is a big
party
spender.
after party. Also, you see, if you get two individuals who are very disciplined, who are like me, there will be no party in the house.
So they say this is what they call shots fired.
So you need that balance. You need the other party who will put some fire in, enjoyment, chopping some of the money. So I think that the balance is important.
Okay.
We cannot just be planning tomorrow, because we don't have tomorrow. In fact, we have today. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it.
Amen.
So we'll plan for tomorrow, but we'll enjoy today.
Amen.
And the big spender will help us to do today's enjoyment.
But then the disciplined one will help us achieve our financial goals.
Yeah, but so
I like how you say
there must be a balance.
It means that Charlie, you can do it, but you should also not be so skewed that your life is now very, very dry, like Lobing.
Comfort. When you look at this matter, can get me into trouble, but I'll say it. When you observe a lot of Christian marriages, the whole marital life is like a triangle. When you are looking for them, 3 places: church, work, home. Church,
work, home.
15 years. Church, work, home. When they retire, it's a straight line. Church, home, church. There is no high life. There is no vacation. There is no enjoyment. Are they?
Why? Life, you must enjoy small. And, also work hard.
Work hard. Plan for the future. Balance it. But... And when you have this spouse who may be difficult, I think consensus is important. Okay. It's important to think together, plan together. So you are all clear on the targets you are working towards. And myself and my wife, we have some money we put away every month for high life. It's for shopping.
Just for shopping.
Because you need that balance.
We
don't have tomorrow, we have today.
Thank you very much. Because sometimes too, the unexpected happens. Charlie, Paul, you do all. The people in the studio are clapping for you. So Nami from Wireless is back again and asking that, please, can you confirm where your office is so that we can visit you.
I'm in trouble.
I tell you, we can visit you
tomorrow. Head office.
Can you also add an office number so that we can reach you? Yeah.
So if you want to reach us, you can call 0302 634165. 0302 634165. Or you can drop a WhatsApp to us 0595235065. Let me take that again. 05952355065. So you can call us, you can drop a WhatsApp, or you can just walk to our office, EcoBank head office, that you want to visit EDC. We don't charge money. We would have a financial planner to help you. Yeah.
Paul, next week you are going to be back. And this time we are going to talk about multiple streams of income. So brothers and sisters, if you listen today and you think that you want to continue adding value to your life financially, don't miss to next week's edition, because it's going to be even more explosive than today. Paul, as we leave today's program, what 2 ideas would you like to leave with us today?
Thank you. One is I'll quote a scripture, and the second one I'll do a quotation. The scripture is from Proverbs 22:7. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is a servant to the lender. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is a servant to the lender. And then I will use a quotation to close this. Salary is the medicine for managing poverty.
Salary is the medicine
for managing poverty. It does not cure poverty. Only an investment or a business will cure poverty. You got to start investing now. Because if you don't find a way to make your money work for you while you are asleep, it will work when you have to be sleeping.
And on that note, since I want every single one of us to sleep so that our money will work for us and not the other way around, I would like to encourage you watching us today that learn about finances. Learn how you can become financially independent. Know that discipline is key. Know that indeed the lender is always a servant to the borrower. And most importantly, know that this issue that we are treating would help every single one of us. So I encourage you, when you go, please listen to this over and over again. Go to Paul in his office at EDC or any other financial institution that is well managed to help you manage your wealth, so that when you retire, or even whilst you are not retired, you can still live a good quality life because you are financially independent. This has been Comfort Crunch. It's been a privilege and an honor and a fantastic opportunity hosting Mr. Paul Mante, Managing Director of EDC EcoBank, EDC Ghana Limited, and most importantly, you for staying with us and listening all this while. We'll be back next week, but this Sunday, make a date with us on ETV as we listen to the same program again. And then at 7 p.m., join Albert on the virtual university as he blows our minds with the interview with Professor Stephen Adai. Till we come your way again next week, we love you. You are the best and enjoy a fantastic life. I love you. God bless you. Good night.
Turn around. Turning point. Yeah. He's a turnaround. For so long, we've been here. We've been trying to break free. Chains that hurt us in our minds. But no more. This is a turning point. Searching the light.